Good morning, Islanders. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having a great Love Island finale day. I know in our last video from yesterday, we were heading out to a gender reveal, and a lot has happened since then. It's been kind of crazy. Cierra went on Instagram. If you haven't already seen, she did a little photo dumping of the island. She included pictures with the girls, pictures with Nick, and she tagged everybody except Huda. People, of course, came to Huda's defense in the comments. She referred to the Huda army in a not so nice word, and I think we all know what it is. She quickly edited her comment and then gave another example or another explanation why in a separate comment. She honestly thought, since she's been away from social media, she thought that that's what the Huda army was calling themselves, and people are not having it. I also saw another screenshot of an article on Threads, I believe, about Andreina speaking out about the bullying or the attacking the girls had on Huda Sign on Business Postcard Challenge. She explains and gives a little bit more detail why, and we're going to get into it today. Also, there has been an alleged Love Island finale season 7 winner leak. I saw a post about it this morning. Someone on TikTok sent it to me, and I don't believe that the leak is real. However, I do believe that whoever they are saying claiming that won, I do believe that they did win. I think that it's kind of obvious that Amaya, Papaya, and Brian are going to take this win. My personal predictions is going to be that Amaya and Brian are number one. Runner up is going to be Nicolandria. I would like and hope that Iris and Pepper are third, and Huda and Chris are in the bottom, but it could go either way at this point. It could go Huda and Chris third and Iris and Pepe fourth. So I want to know what you guys think down below. But let's get into the screenshot of Cierra. So Cierra made a post on Instagram, and the caption said, "People, moments, and memories I'll cherish forever. This journey didn't end the way I hoped, but there was real connections, love, and growth in these moments. There's still so much more growing to do, and for that I'll be always grateful." She tagged Love Island and Peacock in the description, but then in her photos, in each photo, she would tag people. She tagged most of the girls except Huda, and of course, the Huda Hive came to defense. Cierra explained in the comments that Huda has her tags off, and she said, "Before the Huda HQ comes for me for not tagging my girl, her IG isn't allowing tags. Please know Huda is my sister and that the love I have for her is infinite. And for the Nicolandria Nation, they are two people I care deeply for and absolutely adore. I've always wanted nothing but happiness for each of them in this experience. That has never and will never change." She, I think, needs to just stay off social media for a few days. It's been not even a week, I think, that she's been pulled off. And I think that her reasoning in the comments is that she's slowly coming back in to social media. I think that she should give herself a little bit more time before she deep dives back in, given the finale day, given there's just still so much tension. And it's only been a few days since her apology, not apology video. And I think that, yeah, I think that's all I think about that for now. I want to know what you guys think in the comments. I know that she was wrong for using the word that she used originally in her comment, but I want to know what you guys think. I am no Huda fan, and I can't stand the Huda Nation, mainly because they are just so toxic. But I want to know what you guys think down below, so let me know. On to the next, we have Andreina. Someone posted a screenshot on Twitter, I think Twitter or Threads, and it's from the Elite Daily. And they're talking about how production edited out the postcard challenge. And obviously, even if they record for a few hours, there is only so much that they can give us. We're lucky if we get an hour and 15 minutes of episodes when they have challenges, given there's just so much content that they need to share. And so it's understandable that they are going to cut out a ton of footage. However, she said that this particular challenge lasted 6 or 7 hours. I don't know how she would have been able to track it if allegedly they don't even have clocks in the villa, or if she's just kind of giving a rough estimate, or just kind of not over exaggerating. But I mean, when you're in those types of like environments, time could last forever. And so she said that there had been tension between her and Huda because she came in looking to kind of connect with Jeremiah. Although at the time of her coming in, Jeremiah was no longer with Huda, so it shouldn't have really mattered what Huda thought. And if Huda had feelings with Jeremiah being interested in another bombshell, I get it. It's human nature and we're all human, but at the same time, she had no right to hinder Andreina's experience with Jeremiah or vice versa because they were already two couples removed. They had already recoupled twice. One was against their will when America chose Jeremiah and Iris to be together, and then another one behind the door challenge when Jeremiah chose Iris. So at this point, she truly had no right being upset at another bombshell coming in, wanting to build a connection or show interest in Jeremiah. But I want to know your thoughts. Andreina says on this article, the friction between the two started almost immediately when Andreina gravitated towards Huda's ex, Jeremiah Brown, upon her arrival. But viewers did not see the moment that played the biggest role in their rift. Andreina says the standing on business postcard challenge lasted 6 or 7 hours. So a lot of the scathing comments directed at other islanders were cut. What was shown was several of the other women accusing Huda of falsely preaching she's a girl's girl after kissing Chris Seeley, who had a connection with Shelley. As Huda read the notes, a fight erupted among the women. Andreina says the viewers didn't see what really caused all the animosity towards Huda because important postcards were cut from the episode. A lot of the postcards revealed some lies Huda said, and that's why after the challenge, we were all questioning why Huda lied about this, why she lied about that. Andreina says, since that wasn't in the episode, I understand why people said we were the being mean girls and that Huda was being attacked, but I don't think she was being attacked. We were just trying to understand why she would lie about some things. I think that is very telling, but also very understandable. It's very clear in that episode and in that challenge when they would take out the postcards from the little mailbox. A lot of the islanders would have stacks and they only were able to read one, maybe two postcards. And some of them were kind of just very unproblematic, like the one about Cierra being too loud in the bedroom. Random stuff like that just kind of didn't make sense. I also think that the Shelley and Ace postcards were conversations that they should have had to each other and didn't necessarily have to take up time within the game since they both signed it regardless. So they should have just had a conversation outside of the challenge and left more time for editors to give us a little bit more than what we got in that challenge, given the gravity of the accusations that Andreina is alleging were said in this challenge, and given the fact that it was 6 or 7 hours long. I want to know what you guys think. I know that a lot has been done, said, and seen on this season. Like I said, I've not seen season 1 through 5, but I will definitely be doing that this summer. And we are starting Beyond the Villa as well. Beyond the Villa, actually, the first episode went live this morning. I got the alert on the Love Island app. And moving forward, they will be released on Thursdays. So now we have something to kind of keep us a little bit busier the rest of the summer. I want to leave you guys with this. I did not normally watch Aftersun this season. I watched last night because it was the final Aftersun and Maura Higgins was back and it kind of dragged along. But what got me was the very beginning when she said in the intro and she's talking to Shelley, Cam, and Nadine, I think her name was. She told them that she thinks that this season is better than last season's. And I personally do not agree with that statement. I want to know what you guys think, how you reacted when you heard it, if you watched it live in the moment. And I was truly blown away that she said that because I truly don't even think that there's going to be a reunion with this season given such the toxic animosity that's been going on social media. We didn't get movie night. We didn't get the social media challenge. So why would we bother with a reunion? Much less do I think that they're going to get a spinoff. And so I want to know your thoughts. I think that it was kind of such a slap in the face for last season to be even compared to this season. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments and I will catch you guys later. Happy Sunday. Happy Love Island finale day.